What's going on, everyone? Gelman with Wellthy Stocks, back with another video taking a look at Tesla and NIO, ticker symbol TSLA, ticker symbol NIO. So we'll take a look at how these stocks traded today. We'll take a look at key levels of support and resistance that we are looking at moving into the future. We'll also take a look at the overall market, as we are kind of in a weird spot right now. Talked about it over the weekend, and talked about the potential direction we could go, and we are not going the right direction. So we'll take a look at that and my thoughts on that, and then try to see where we could be headed next. So real quick, if you enjoy videos like this, don't forget to hit that like button down below. Subscribe to my channel if you are new, and comment down below what your thoughts on Tesla are, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. So let me go ahead and hit record, and we will get right into it. So Tesla had a little bit of, we'll talk about Tesla first, then we'll talk about NIO. So Tesla had another decent red day. We're talking almost a 6% red day, down about 34.95, which is 5.85%. So we are down another 1.3% on the after hours, which puts us at about 7% red on the day. Another, not great trading day for Tesla stock. So what is going on? Well, a couple things are going on that are causing the overall market to be down. First things first, as we get closer to a reopening of the economy, a lot of these stocks that were doing super well during the pandemic are now starting to, sell off as people move money into some of these more depressed stocks, value stocks, and so on. That's the first thing that's happening. The other is the issue with the inflation around the yields, right? You guys know that 1.5, 1.6% yield is super attractive to investors looking to seek, that kind of return, rather than the S&P, which also gives a similar dividend, right? So you can have a risk-free return for a lot less risk, which is why a lot of investors prefer that. That's why the yields can be a big deal. Nasdaq is officially in correction territory. It's down 10.5% below its Feb 12 record close of 14,095. It is, a lot lower than that right now, so that's not great. Financial stocks have done well. Restaurant and travel related stocks have done well, again, because we're planning on opening the economy. So we did see a little bit of a rally on Friday, right? So Tesla went all the way to 539.49, and then recovered really nicely and actually ended the day at 597, right? So had a 60-point swing to the upside from its lows that day, and it looked a little bit promising going into the market. But obviously today, let's take a look at the one-day chart. Nothing too great happened today. We went from kind of trading in the 597s to a decent gap down in the 570s. Tried to push up towards the 640, bounced off of the 584, pushed up, rejected around the 614, pushed down, tried to push up again, couldn't quite do it. And from this point, we fell from the 612 point all the way to high 550s. Again, bouncing, trying to bounce at 584 along the way, trying to bounce here at 568 along the way, and then getting rejected at that 568 level. So not a great day for Tesla overall. Let's talk about future levels of support and resistance, and then we'll take a look at the overall market, right? So again, Tesla is at 2680, which is oversold, so buying should be coming in. It is definitely oversold, but I've said that for a couple days now. It's been at 30, 2980, and then kind of the 26s now. So until I get an indication of buying actually coming in, I don't necessarily not to say I don't believe in the RSI, right? But we're not getting any indication of a turnaround. So I'm going to share with you towards the end of the video what I'm actually looking at here. So on the downside, you guys, Tesla's at a weird position right now because, if we keep falling, I think we revisit this 539.49, pretty much that 540 level that we were at on Friday, the low point. And if we don't stop there, we have run room down to the 500 level, which, by the way, if I zoom out here, we were not at these levels until November, right? So we've given up December, January, February of gains. We've given up a lot of the massive run up we have into S&P inclusion. So that is, not fun to see, but it is what it is. And the whole stock market and tech especially has not been doing too well. So Again, 540 would kind of be my first point, and then I'm going to draw another line here right at 500 because I think that that could be a good support point if we were to go down there. Hopefully we don't, but again, with the way it's going right now, and I'll share with you guys kind of exactly what I'm watching towards the end of this video. So on the upside though, first level would be that 568. We did get a quick bounce from there, then 584, and then the 600 level. Look, we were there at 614 today, so can we get back up there? Sure, we could get up there very, very quickly, but again, there are a couple things that we need to kind of watch out for to see where we're going next. So again, downside, I'm looking at the 540 because I think, you know, we're at 555, so we're down after hours. Then 500. On the upside, I'm looking at 568, then 594, then 599. If we can break 600, then looking at 614. So I think the next couple of days are going to be really crucial because it'll determine kind of which direction we go in the market, specifically with the QQQs, which I'll talk about in just a little bit. But let's take a look at NIO real quick and see what we see there. And, you know, kind of same thing with NIO, down about 7.6% in the after hour, or excuse me, during the day, and another 1.5% in the after hours. So that puts us at negative 9% on the day. NIO was also a gap down. We were at right above this 38 level. Gap down below our 35 level, tried to push up, briefly broke above this level, made it to 39.48, fell, couldn't quite break it again, couldn't quite break the 38, broke below VWAP, and then we sold off. Tried to bounce at 35.82 and then sold off into the close. So pretty similar looking chart to Tesla, you guys. Not looking great overall, but you know, that is just, you know, the way that these growth stocks have been going, and tech has been selling off as well. So ooh, the chart is not really fun to look at, I know, but here's what we've got. I'm going to actually draw another line at 30. Did not think we'd be seeing these levels, but here we are. So again, on the downside, pretty similar to Tesla. We've got the 31.94, and then we've got the 30 level. 31.94 being kind of that level that we were at on Friday, the low point of Friday. We did see a nice recovery on Friday, and even though we have a red day, we did not go to the lowest point that we were on Friday, which I guess is good news. But that being said, I do think that we you know, have a little bit of run room down if we see another red day tomorrow. So again, 31.90s is what I'm watching first, and I'm watching the 30 level. I think those two hopefully hold up as good support, but we'll see in the next couple of days. On the upside, looking for a capture of the 35.81, then the 38.53, and then the $40 level. Our real level is at 40.71, but I think 40 is going to be a little difficult to break, as we've seen over the last couple of days. So again, 35.81 is the first level, and then 38.53 is the next level before we hit that 40. So it's not been a great time to be a NIO shareholder. I'm holding on to my NIO shares, but, you know, taking some red every day just because I believe in it long term, selling some covered calls in the time being, and, you know, kind of waiting it out, if you will. Added some NIO shares last week, but again, I'm not saying that I don't know personally if the sell-off is done. And the reason I say that is because of this, you guys. So talked about this in one of my previous videos as well. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of these drawings here for just a second, right? So this 300 line right here is really important for the QQQs, which the QQQs are it's an ETF that's very tech heavy. So the reason it's so important is because here early in late August, early September, we were hitting the 300. We couldn't break 300, so we pulled back all the way to 260. Then we made another push. This time we only made it as high as 297, mid 297s. Then we sold off and made a low of 266.97. Then we pushed up again, and this time we made a high of 299, and then we pulled back, and then we finally broke 300. After we broke 300, then we kind of bounced off here, and then we pushed up. So now we're back here where we were in September, mid-October, and mid-November. So it's really crucial that we bounce here, because if we don't bounce here, right, let me put some lines on here for us. Actually, let me do hide all drawings, get rid of this. Okay, so the reason that, you know, this is kind of crucial is because if we don't, then we've got run room down to the 294, and then we've got run room down to this 288 that we were back here. So that's why I'm saying that this 300, and not to mention the amount of trouble that I just pointed out, it took us 3 tries to get above 300. So not to mention the trouble that we have coming up if we break below that 300 level. If we see weakness tomorrow, I think this break of 300, which we got briefly, we're at 301 again. 297 is the low point of Friday, which I think is going to be an important test for us. If we don't stop at 297.50 like we did on Friday, we run down to 294 in my opinion, and then we run down to 288 if we don't stop at 294, right? So again, that's what I'm looking at, you guys. The one thing that I will point out that I didn't like about today is take a look at this candle. Even though we went down to 297, we ended at 309 or 308.68, as you can see under the close. But today our low was 299.51 and we closed at 299.94. So again, between high and low, we had a 10-point drop, but we closed super close to that low point of the day. So we didn't have the momentum to kind of turn around as we did on Friday. That's the one thing that worries me, and that's what I'm talking about, the downside that I'm looking at with the 297.50 visit, 294 and 288. I am very much so hoping that we go up, okay? I don't want it to sound like I think the market's gonna keep going down. I really, really want it to go up. My portfolio is hurting, probably as much as yours is. And so I wanted to turn around, but at the same time, I'm pointing out what I see here. And what I also see is we're getting rejected by this 89 EMA. So what I really, really also want to see, first thing, bounce off the 300 would be great. And a push towards the 309 40s, right? And we can capture that on the QQQs. Establish 310. I don't even care if we like have super green days, as long as, you know, we kind of establish a level of support above the 300s, and then we start to push up from there. So that's what I'm watching over the next couple of days to see if Qs break and stay below 300. Hopefully not, but hey, with the weakness we've seen, who knows when this is all over. Maybe it goes on for another week or two at this point. So that's all I had for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to drop a like down below, subscribe to my channel, comment down below what your thoughts on Tesla and NIO are, or the overall market, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. Let's remember to be a bit better every single day, and until next time.